Hello, I am Ilma. Let's start using Viivi together today. What is Viivi? What can I do with Viivi? I know many of you have such questions. But that is perhaps the most difficult question to answer at the moment. If we were to use an analogy in the analog world, the question is like being asked, what is a pencil? What can I do with a pencil? The office, games, and other softwares you use every day are computer programs written by someone else. The language used to write a program is called a programming language. Viivi is a system for running a computer using Scheme, a type of programming language. Viivi is designed to make Scheme programming easier to understand, especially for beginners. Scheme was originally a programming language used for research in universities and corporate laboratories. The most important features of Scheme are: simple, with unified syntax; small, with compact language specification; powerful, with advanced concepts and high descriptive power. It's a secret between you and me, but these features make Scheme more suitable for beginners to start programming than any other programming language. This video is a tutorial on how to program in the Scheme language using Viivi. A world you've never seen before opens up from here. Maybe it will be the catalyst for a change in your life. Let's just get started. First of all, you need to install Viivi on your computer. The installation method is described on the Viivi website. The Viivi package can be downloaded from the website. Don't worry. Of course, it can be completely removed after installation, if you don't like it. If something goes wrong and it doesn't work, you may find a solution on the website. If you cannot find the answer on the website, please contact me with as much detail as possible about the problem. Let's assume that the installation has been successful, and move on. The screens shown in this video are from the environment shown above. The on-screen operations and instructions for processing files should be replaced by the ones in your environment. Open a terminal window on Unix-like operating systems, or a command window on Windows. This window is only used to boot Viivi, so there is no need to make it larger. But leave it open, not closed, as we will use it again later when we are trying the process. In this window, you enter a directory where you can use Viivi. If you have set the environmental variables, Viivi home, and path, during installation, please enter the Viivi working directory. If you have not set environmental variables in the installation, please enter the Viivi system directory. In the directory, you input the command to boot Viivi here. There are two ways to run Viivi. The first is kernel mode, which runs only in this window. The second is IDE mode, which displays various windows. In this video, Viivi is used in the IDE mode for a while. For this purpose, Viivi is booted up with the argument command -g. If you have set the environmental variables Viivi home and path during installation, you can use alphabetical characters after the prompt. Please type VIIVI space -G, and press enter at the end. If you have not set environmental variables in the installation, you may need to type longer instructions. The important part is the -g at the end. This is the instruction to boot Viivi in IDE mode. If this is the first time you have booted up in IDE mode, the license agreement will be displayed. If you tick the checkbox before clicking yes to accept the license agreement will not be displayed next time. After the opening logo appears, you see two windows on the screen. The one with many parts is the controller, and the window with the blue background is the argument command window. Today we will mainly use the controller, so move it to a position where it is out of the way and easy to use. Looking a little above the middle of the controller, you will see a message. The current state of Viivi is displayed here. It says, click the play stop button to go. The play stop button is the orange button, on the bottom right-hand corner of the controller. Do you see the symbol of a right-facing triangle and vertical lines on this button, like on a music player? Just like on a music player, you can run, pause, and run again Viivi by clicking this button. This button is therefore called the play stop button. In some cases, it is more simply called the play button, or the stop button. Now, click that play button just once. The current state has changed to ready. At the same time, two new windows appear. The window with the blue background and the line number on the left side is called the input port window. Anything you enter into Viivi will be displayed in this input port window. The other window with a dark green background is called the output port window. What Viivi returns to you is displayed in this output port window. The story is created through the interaction between you and Viivi. Now, try changing the positions and sizes of the windows on the screen. The position and size of any window displayed by Viivi can be changed freely at any time. Now that Viivi is up and running, it is time to exit it. Clicking the close button on the controller or window will not exit Viivi. To exit Viivi, use the second file menu from the left in the controller's menu bar. Please click on this file menu. The file menu will then open, and the item Exit Viivi will appear. Click on this, and Viivi will exit, leaving only the terminal window, or the command window, that was initially open. Now boot Viivi up again. Type the command to boot Viivi, following the window prompt as before. Be careful not to forget to enter the argument command, -G, at the end. Now, the controller and argument command window appear, in the same positions and sizes, respectively, as when you exited before. As before, a single click on the play button will display the input-output port windows, at the latest positions and sizes, respectively. Viivi thus restores the state it was in when it was last closed, and boots up. This section describes how to force Viivi to terminate in an emergency, when Viivi has a problem and cannot be terminated. When Viivi can no longer be controlled from the controller, Viivi can be stopped by stopping the JVM itself that is running Viivi. The way to do this is to press Ctrl+C on the keyboard, in the terminal window or command window, in which Viivi is booted. This is a last resort when you can no longer solve the problem within Viivi alone. So it should be used as little as possible. But for now it's just an exercise, so let's try it just once. Click in the terminal window or command window in which you booted Viivi, then while holding down the Control key on the keyboard, type the letter C once. All the controller and windows that Viivi was displaying have disappeared. So Ctrl+C has forced Viivi to terminate. If Viivi has a problem or is forced to terminate by Ctrl+C, it may sometimes fail to boot up. In such cases, the IDE configuration file is often corrupted. The IDE configuration file is a file that stores information, such as the positions and sizes of the windows. The file is named viivi.ide.vcnf. Erase the corrupted IDE configuration file, and Viivi will boot up again. Let's have a look. Execute the command ls or dir in the terminal window or command window, respectively. Check that a file named viivi.ide.vcnf has been created. Erase this file, and boot Viivi up again. Viivi should boot up, in the same state as when you first booted it up. Now you can boot, exit, and stop Viivi at will. Select Exit Viivi from the File menu to finish today's story. Thank you for watching this video. It was the first time I did this, so it was a bit long, but I'll make it more compact next time. The real story will begin next time. Please enjoy. See you next time. To continue learning, please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Thank you.